V here. Welcome to Mathland today. We are starting our unit on matrices. We are going to explore everything from augmented matrices to Cramer's rule to doing secret spy work with cryptography. So get ready, we have a lot to do. It is time to start a new unit, and as we start a new unit, we have many things we're going to be covering, as you just heard about. We have tons of standards that we're going to be hitting, and as we go through these standards, each of the students is going to be working towards not only Common Core, but also technology standards and conquering those. This unit is based on multiple intelligence theory and integrating technology and weaving it in to find the students' strengths. As we go throughout this unit, you're going to be hearing a little bit about what students will be learning, along with pieces of the products that they will be creating. It's time for the second lesson of our unit, which focuses on math multiplication. Here's Math 101. Hey mathletes, welcome back. Miss V here again. We're going to do matrix multiplication today and matrix operations. We're going to do scalar multiplication, addition, and subtraction. We need to make sure we know the difference between all of them. So let's take a look at matrix multiplication. Throughout today, we are going to be focusing on which row and which columns we combine to complete matrix multiplication. We are also going to have to worry about the size of our matrices as we work through this. Every student learns differently. This unit is going to take that into consideration and hope to implement every single multiple intelligence into every lesson in some fashion or into the projects. It's time to see what's next in our unit. Let's check in to Math 101. Hey mathletes, are you ready to do some secret coding? Today we start cryptography, but before we can even get to there, we need to talk about inverses. Can you take the inverse of a matrix? When can you take the inverse of a matrix? Is it singular? Is it non-singular? These are the things we're going to figure out. To do that, we're going to look at inverses and how they literally undo a function. But with matrices, that's going to involve using the identity matrix, which you see here, ones all along the main diagonal. Using this matrix is going to be the main goal of today, and as we work with solving matrices and getting into our cryptography later today. This unit is going to be project-based. Not only project-based, but every step of the way is going to have technology integrated into it for the students to use. They will be creating things every step of the way, including edu-creation videos, voice threads, and a final end project using iMovie to show off what they have learned. One technology students will use is Poplet, which is going to draw an MI such as logical and mathematical. Another example is Notability, which will draw on MIs such as visual and inter and intrapersonal. Through the use of Google Docs, Google Forms, and Google Communities, along with other LMSs, students are going to interact with each other over the material. But enough about that for now. It's time for another episode of Math 101. Hey mathletes, welcome back. Today is determinant day. We're going to do determinants not only the old-fashioned way, but also using minors and cofactors. This is going to be another key idea that we're going to have to do in order to do our secret codes that we started yesterday. So make sure you're paying attention. One of the ways we'll use our determinants is for Cramer's rule. We will use them to solve a system of equations. So instead of using substitution or elimination like we've done in the past, we're going to be able to use determinants, which was a little bit easier. We are nearing the end of our unit now, and as we approach this final finale, we are going to start our final project, which is going to be a matrix radio show. Students are going to be put into groups of about 4 students, where each of them is going to have a different role based on their own multiple intelligence strengths. They are going to have roles such as an actor, a producer, a director, a music producer, also a script writer. They will then work together using iMovie, GarageBand, Notability, and Google Plus communities to put together a show that they will then broadcast live for the class. This will be recorded and then posted to our LMS for all students to view and critique as a final based project. Looks like it's time for our final episode of Math 101. Remember, students, you have just finished up your cartography lesson. Everything to do with secret spies and all to do with cracking codes and solving mysteries. Let's see what's up next on Math 101. Hey Mathletes, great job with those secret codes. I think you all have it in you to be a secret agent. Next up though, we need to look at some other ways we can use matrices. And one of those is going to be using them to find the areas of triangles. And we're going to have to use a lot of the same properties we've already been using, including inverses, determinants. So let's take a look at how to do that. Here's the big secret for today. In order to find the area of a triangle in a plane, all we have to do is find the determinant of its matrix. The last thing we'll do today is find equations of lines using Cramer's rule, so pay attention, don't get lost. As we come to the conclusion of the unit, let me answer the why. Why do I build units this way? Why is it so important to integrate multiple intelligences, Bloom's taxonomy, and technology? I believe it is this. It gives every single student the opportunity to learn. Learn in a way in which they are capable, that they can show off their strengths. This is the classroom that I want, a classroom where everyone is free to explore and learn. And that is the reason that I teach. That's all for today, Mathletes. I'm Miss V, the Queen of Mathland. And you are all my favorites.